My parents had a kid before me, 17M, and they gave her up for adoption because they were young my age. They had an open adoption with her and saw her sometimes, and when I was born they really pushed this idea that we were one family, and she would live with us again, and she adored me. But the memories I have of her are way different. She stuck to her adoptive family and only claimed her adoptive sibling as siblings. She used to tell me she didn't want me to call her my sister, and she'd correct me if I called my parents our parents. She'd tell me her parents were the people raising her. It confused me because my parents would say something different, and I used to get a little anxious about seeing her because I felt like she didn't like me and my parents said I was wrong, so it was confusing. It was 10 years ago that we last saw her. I forget if she was 16 or 17 by then, but she told her parents she didn't want contact anymore, and they told my parents the visits were going to end. My parents never got over it, and it hurt our relationship. They kept filling me with lies about her coming to live with us and loving us, and how she was still ours and she'd be back in our lives soon. They'd tell me I was wrong when I'd bring up how she didn't like seeing or and how she didn't like me. Even when we no longer saw her, they'd say I was wrong. I feel like my parents fucked me up with that stuff when I was younger. And the thing is, they feel like our life should be focused around the child they gave up and the relationship we'll all have someday. I gave up asking why she didn't get in touch yet. She's got to be 27 now, and we still heard nothing from her. They don't want to accept it, and they hate when people think I'm an only child and I don't correct it. They told me I need to always talk about my sister, and I should be doing everything to let her know I love and miss her. I'm with my boyfriend, 17M, now, and he's great. His family is amazing too. They know I struggle with my parents. So his parents suggested inviting mine for dinner to see if they could maybe encourage my parents to focus on the kid they have instead of the one they don't have. But my parents talked all the time about the daughter they gave up, and they kept saying how I couldn't get married until she's back and telling my boyfriend he should get ready to have a SIL if we stay together. My boyfriend's parents would try to change the subject, and my parents kept the topic of their daughter going. The breaking point for dinner was when they asked my boyfriend's parents about their daughter, and my boyfriend's parents didn't know the answer. I don't talk about her much. My parents told me if I'm serious about my boyfriend, they should know everything about their daughter, so we can all be a family in the future, and they told me they were ashamed of me keeping her a secret and how I need to talk about her more. I told them nobody wants to hear about her. They're the only people who want to make sure everyone knows about her and gets personal info on everything. I said people really don't care and they need to stop making it such a big deal. I told them I don't have to make their daughter my whole personality. My boyfriend's mom tried to point out that they're pushing me away and they should be enjoying having me. But my parents only cared that I said their daughter shouldn't be talked about all the time. They were furious. We argued, and I ended up staying at my boyfriend's house for a couple of nights, but then my parents made me go home, and they said I had no business taking to them like that in front of others. AITA.